Welcome to the Big Success Show. Today, 3 tips to take responsibility and create lasting change.
Big Success with the Professor and Mary-Lynn.
Today we continue our series of 10 shows on lifelong learning. It's our tribute to back to school season.
We've just wrapped up 3 shows where we talked about the 3 Rs that we're all familiar with from our days in school: reading, writing, and arithmetic.
I just can't not sing that song.
Not familiar with George humming that song, but yes.
So now what we want to do is we want to move beyond school. Well, we're always happy to move beyond school, aren't we?
Yeah.
Graduation, baby. But we're going to talk about the 3 Rs of big success.
That's big with 2 Gs.
That's right. The 3 Rs are responsibility, resiliency, and relationships. Hi, I'm George, the Professor.
And I'm Mary-Lynn. Today's show is made possible by Express VPN. Keep your data safe anywhere, anytime, on any device. Learn more at bigsuccess.com/VPN.
Have you ever noticed, Mary-Lynn, that the 3 Rs from school are 2/3 communication and 1/3 mathematical? I'm going to guess you're really happy about that.
I'm extremely happy about that.
The only thing better would be 3 parts communication, no part mathematical, right?
That'd be perfect. But while math is obviously very important, communication is critical. And
of
similarly,
course you see it that way. What if I say math is critical?
Then I'm going to fast forward to a new show. All right. So similarly, the 3 Rs of big success are 2/3 internal and 1/3 external. Relationships are incredibly important, but if a person doesn't have the right mindset, the relationships won't be as beneficial to either party.
Loving others starts with loving yourself. That was a hard lesson for me to learn. I think sometimes it's easier to love others than it is to love yourself because we're so close to ourselves. But building up others starts with building up yourself.
Yeah.
So let's build you up. We'll do that by discussing the first of the 3 Rs of big success, responsibility.
So let's go to the professor's whiteboard for 3 tips to take responsibility and create lasting change.
Oh, I got a lump on my head, Mary-Lynn, and it's that closet is responsible for this lump on my head.
I don't think so, George. I think that it's your closet, so you're responsible. And that brings us to tip number 1 in 3 tips to take responsibility and create lasting change. Take charge and take control. George, take charge and take control of that closet.
All right, Mary-Lynn, I get the message.
All right.
Well, here's a secret, something that most people don't realize. Right now, this very second, you are already an entrepreneur.
Wait a minute. What if you own a business? What if you work for a company? How can you say that you're an entrepreneur?
You are the entrepreneur of a very special enterprise, your life. And you are in charge. You're the entrepreneur of your life.
That's why we always encourage people to have the entrepreneur mindset. Whether you own a business, whether you never intend to own a business, either way, like you just said, you're the entrepreneur in charge of your life.
And you alone are responsible for driving yourself to your chosen destination, the life of your dreams.
Notice that we said you're in charge, but we didn't say that you're in control.
2 different things, right?
Yeah. And big success is life on your own terms. And we chose our terms very, very carefully.
You are in control of most things that happen in your life. In fact, you have to make them happen or they won't happen in many cases. You create your destiny. Entrepreneurs know control is a wonderful thing. But, and this is a big but.
With 2 Gs.
You better believe it. But there are times when things happen beyond your control. In those instances, remind yourself you're still in charge.
The buck stops with you. And since you're in charge, you can take back control.
You do that by realizing that while things may happen that are beyond your control, you are always in control of how you respond. But you have to stand up and take charge to take control back. That's how you keep moving forward to big success.
We're talking about 3 tips to take responsibility and create lasting change. The second tip is to live in 2 worlds simultaneously. And you're probably thinking, what? Okay, here's what we mean. You vividly imagine the life that you want. You put yourself there every day. So you live in 2 worlds at the same time, where you are and where you want to be.
You physically live in your present world every single day, and you make the most of it. But you also mentally live in the future world that you are creating for yourself. By simultaneously living in these two worlds, you discover ways to move your present world to your future world. You determine what it will take to make your mental image your physical reality. As you figure out how to bridge that gap, you take action today to move toward the future world of your dreams.
We hear that from a lot of successful entrepreneurs, that they have visualized what it is that they wanted. They visualize success. They visualize achieving that goal. They visualize winning. And that's what helps them get there.
Absolutely right.
3 tips to take responsibility and create lasting change. Number 3, embrace responsibility. So on the path to your destiny, things aren't always going to go your way. And when they don't, you have 2 choices to make. The first choice is to just push responsibility away.
You can make excuses. I'm not smart enough. I'm not educated enough. I don't know the right people.
You could blame circumstances. It's the economy. It's the competition. It's the market.
You can blame others. Things would be different if it weren't for your coworkers or your boss or your parents or your spouse, Mary-Lynn. It's anyone's fault, but it's not your responsibility. If you choose this route, there's one thing that almost certainly won't happen in your life. You won't reach the big success of your dreams.
The other choice that you can make then when it comes to embracing responsibility is, instead of pushing responsibility away, you can embrace it.
Yeah, you can hold yourself accountable. Sure, things may not have gone your way, but you're going to make them go your way moving forward.
So let's review 3 tips to take responsibility and create lasting change. First, take charge to take control. Second, live in 2 worlds simultaneously. The world you physically live in every day and your future world. And third, embrace responsibility.
As Stephen Covey said, responsible means being response-able. Remember, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. You can choose to make lemonade from the lemons. Lemonade, anyone?
Absolutely. If the kids are back in school learning new things, how about you? Get our free Back to School for Adults ebook, which teaches you how to profit from lifelong learning.
And we thank you so much for listening today. We'd like to send a big shout out to our listeners in Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Please join us next time when we talk about the second R of big success, resiliency.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear that one.
Until then,
here's to your big success.
Find big success at BIGGsuccess.com.